How's it going? Welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in. So today we are making the Jazz a race car, and what I mean by that is that I'm entering a Interclub Super Sprint series in next month, which will be the first track event that it goes to. And in the regulations of that, I need to have a few stickers on the car, I need to have a fire extinguisher in the car, and I'm also just going to plastic dip the front grille because I think it'll look better. So those are the things we're going to be working on today, and it should be good. Okay, so the first thing we're going to work on is the fire extinguisher and fitting that to the car because that's going to take the most amount of effort. So what I've done is I've just bought a 1 kilo fire extinguisher. You need to have at least a 900 gram fire extinguisher. It has to be made within 3 years and then it has to be checked. So I just bought a new one that was like $19 from Bunnings. I got just some nuts and bolts because it does come with a bracket here, as you can see. So I got some nuts and bolts to fit it to this piece of metal. And this piece of metal I'm just going to trim down, but I'm going to basically just bolt it to the seat bolts here so that I can take it in and out of the car. So it'll be along there like that, and then the fire extinguisher will sit on there. So that's the plan. We'll need to trim that down and measure it all up, but it should be fairly straightforward. Okay, so I've shortened it by this much, and I just did that by bending it back and forth, and it just snaps off. It's the easiest way to do it with this stuff. It's really soft, so you can actually bend a shape into it, which might help us a little bit later on. So that's the length we need. So now what I'm going to do is just take the bolts out of the seats so I can see how wide a hole I need through here, measure it up, just put some bigger holes in so that we can put the seats bolt through there, and then we'll work on attaching the fire extinguisher to the bracket. Okay, so the bolts are out, that's them here, and we got to measure 42.5 centimeters across. That's the distance for the bolt holes. So now I just need to find an appropriate sized drill bit. That one there will do us, the one on the end, and then we'll just drill into the bracket so these can fit. Okay, so the problem I'm encountering now is that because the bracket will sit flush across this top raised bit, there's not really enough of the bolt to get through. So what I'm going to try and do is actually fit this bracket underneath, in between the seat and the body, and then that'll be flush, so it won't actually affect the thread on this bolt so much. So I'm going to see if that'll work. Okay, so it looks like the length is good, so what I'm going to do is just try tightening it up now to see if it'll work properly. And if it does, then we can try fitting up the fire extinguisher on here. And I'll give this a lick of paint probably before we finish off. But yeah, let's try that. So because we were now going underneath the seat and there's a crease that has to go in the bracket, as you can see there, that's how much we were off the hole on the other side. So I'm going to extend both of these just so that it's not all on one of them, and then that should give us enough clearance to get the bolts in. Okay, so after adjusting the screw points, the bracket's now in, the seat can bolt in properly. I haven't done it up type yet because we're going to have to do some work to get the fire extinguisher on. So I'll just take this out of the packaging and then we'll have a look at how it goes. So miraculously, one of the bolt mounting points for the extinguisher lines up perfectly with one of the pre-drilled holes. The other one obviously doesn't there. So now what I'm going to do is just put the fire extinguisher in there and make sure it doesn't foul against the seat here, because the seat's all the way back, but this will only be in the car when I'm actually going to track, so that shouldn't be a problem. So let's just try that. Okay, there we go. So that's where the fire extinguisher is going to sit. As you can see, I've got a bit of play before it hits anything, and I guess if you're sitting here as a passenger, it's not really too much in the way, I guess what we can do as well is tilt it down so the handle isn't in the way like that. But I think overall it's pretty good. I think you've got a little bit of adjustability in the seat, so that's good. So basically all we need to do now is just take the extinguisher back out of this bracket, which happens like so. It's a bit hard when it's not bolted in. Anyway, that pops out, and we'll just secure this black bracket to this. Give this a quick lick of paint, and it's ready to go. Okay, so the bracket's all made up. We know it's going to bolt in, it's going to work. So what I'm going to do is just give it a quick lick of paint so it's not just this color, because this will probably just stay in the car, and I'll just bolt the fire extinguisher in and out. It's just going to be easier that way, I think. So I've got some etch primer and some black paint. So while that's drying off, what I'm going to do is actually this silver piece here, excluding the badge, I'm going to plastic it black instead of chrome. I just am not a huge fan of the chrome. So what I've done is just given it a quick clean. As you can see, it's super shiny, and we'll just tape it up. Okay, so it's all masked up, ready to go. I'll give it one more wipe over, get it clean, and then we can spray it with the plastic. Alright, so we've done our coats of plastic. I did 4 coats, and now I'm just letting that dry a little bit, and then we will do the layer of glossifier over the top. I think it's coming up pretty good. We finished the coats of paint on our bracket, so that's just now going to dry, and then we can fit that back in the car. So we're almost finished. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do today is put on some stickers. Now you guys might have seen these. I know some people just put these on because they think it looks race car, but we're doing them for a purpose. So for the Interclub Super Sprint series, it's CAMS regulation that you need to have your tow stickers so that they know where your tow points are in case of an emergency. They can get you off quickly, and also where your battery is located so that if you're in an emergency they know where that is too. So that's what this one is. This is for your battery, and these are just for your tow points. If you ever see one of these with a lightning bolt, electricity bolt on it, that is because that's where your power cut is. So that's different. If you ever see someone with one of these with a power bolt on it pointing at their battery, they're full of shit. So yeah, so we're just going to put one of these on the front, one on the back, and then put that one somewhere around there to point at the battery on the bonnet. It's a massive sticker, but to be regulation it has to be 15 centimeters on each corner, on each edge, sorry. So that's why it's quite large. So I'm just going to wait for the plastic dip to dry to do the front, but we can do the back one in the meantime. So we'll just give it a quick wipe down so that the sticker sticks properly, and then just stick it on and hope that it doesn't look crooked, because that'll just give me the shits. Okay, so we are a bit tight on space back here, but we should be able to squeeze in. Give me 1 second. Arms down. So this is the back of the car. And just underneath here you see this thing here, that is the tow point. So our tow sticker is just going to sit in the middle of the rear bumper about there, and I'm going to try my best just to make sure it's straight and all that sort of thing. Okay, so that you can see is the tow sticker. I think I did a pretty good job of getting that on straight, but I probably won't be able to tell until I get it out. I'm like, you know, sitting on the side of the road, and then I'm like, fuck, it's so crooked. Let's see if we can tell from back here. Yeah, it looks alright. Whatever. So the other tow point is up the front here. I've already got the tow hook in, so that's it there obviously. So I'll just put the tow sticker pointing down from there, but I'll just wait until we get the plastic dip stuff done so I can do that properly. So the grill looks awesome. I'm so happy with how it turned out. So now the last thing we got to do is just chuck on a couple more stickers. So I've just cleaned up where this one's going to go. So that one's just going to sit something like that. Something like that maybe. And then I'll open up the bonnet and we'll put probably the sticker here somewhere to point into the bonnet. I think that's probably the best way to do it. You guys can see the battery is kind of far away from where on the guard I can actually put a sticker because the headlight wraps around so fast. So if I have the sticker on, it'll be there, and the battery's not there, the battery's there. So what I'm going to have to do is actually put the sticker on the bonnet, like here, pointing down. So I'll just point it, yeah, maybe just straight at where the parking light is there, and then that way they'll know the battery is right there. Okay, so the sticker is on. That's the final resting place. I thought that the toe sticker looked cool, but I think this one looks a bit stupid, but I guess because race car. But yeah, so as you can see, if I'd put it up here, it would have been pointing to here, and the battery is actually right there. So it actually makes sense to have it there. And so it's purposeful. So that's the front end done. I think it looks pretty aggressive now. So now what we'll do is just test fit up this fire extinguisher, and then we're done. Alright guys, so we're done, and I'm happy to say that the fire extinguisher and bracket fit and look awesome. So I'm super happy with how that came out. And now it's out of the garage, we can have a look and see what our Ricer sticker looks like. That's the toe sticker on the rear. I think I did okay with that one. And then our grill and stickers on the front. So, pretty happy with it, how it all turned out. So let me know what you guys think. I personally think everyone will think I'm a loser and a Ricer when they see me driving to work, because, you know, who's going to expect that a car like this would actually go to the track. So I think that's my only reservation, but I don't really care. It's for a purpose. I know it's legit, so to speak. So it doesn't bother me so much, but I'm gonna go have a shower or a swim or something. It's so hot, like 40 degrees here today again. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, feel free to like and subscribe. We just hit 300 subscribers, which is awesome. So thank you guys so much for that, and we'll see you in the next video. See you guys.